If you want to know how to monetize your YouTube channel by earning 4,000 hours of watch time, well,
this is the way.
Ba-da-bam bam bam, ba-da-bam ba-da-ba-dam, ba-da-bam bam bam. All right then, for everybody who hates Star Wars, let's get down to business, because 4,000 hours of watch time is a Herculean task if that's your first goal when you start your YouTube channel. Yes, that's right. For regulars here at vidIQ, you're probably familiar with this term, which I always use: patience. Remember, from the moment you start your channel, you have 12 months to achieve 4,000 hours of watch time, and then your last 12 months of watch time if you don't do it in the first year. 12 months in YouTube land is a long time, so to put it simply, accept that you have this time available to you and allow your channel to build momentum. To help you out with this, let's break down those numbers a little bit. Do you have any idea how 4,000 hours goes into 12 months? Well, to hit 4,000 watch time hours over 12 months, your channel needs to average 10 hours, 57 minutes and 29 seconds of watch time per day. To break that down even further, it's the equivalent of 200 views per day, with each viewer watching on average 3 minutes 17 seconds of one of your videos. 200 views, 3 minutes 17 seconds? That feels a lot more digestible, doesn't it? But let's keep perspective here. On day one, it's unlikely that you're going to get 200 views, let alone keeping somebody on one of your videos for over 3 minutes. That's a task in itself. Every day your channel falls under that average, it's going to increase because the time is shortening. So by 3 months into your YouTube journey, you may need to average 14 hours of watch time every single day. But once you're 6, 7, 8 months into your YouTube journey and you've remained consistent, you'll have a big catalogue of content on your channel. And if you do apply the strategies that we and other YouTube creators advise you to do, and you dedicate yourself to improving your YouTube craft, then you won't be getting 200 views a day. You'll be getting 500, 1,000, possibly even more. You won't just be earning 10 hours of watch time every single day. You'll be earning 20, 50, possibly even over 100 hours every single day. But all of that comes with practice, persistence, and patience. Oh, and as a side note, if you are aiming to get 4,000 hours of watch time, don't bother with YouTube Shorts. Yes, YouTube Shorts are a good way to build subscribers very quickly, but almost no YouTube Shorts watch times counts towards 4,000 hours. And even if they do, it's such a minuscule amount that you'll be slogging away forever. If you want to learn more about the intricacies of what 4,000 hours of watch time is on YouTube, then do check out this video over here. Fun fact, if 200 of you get to this point in this video, then I've hit my average watch time hours for the day to get 4,000 hours of watch time over 12 months. Thank you! But obviously, in order to get all of this watch time, one of the biggest challenges small creators have is getting your content discovered. So what you need to do is spend a bit of time figuring out what helps you get discovered the most. For that, you're going to need as much data as possible and a little dive into YouTube analytics. Again, if you're a regular here at vidIQ, you will know that I preach by the philosophy of nothing beats experience. So use your first 3 to 6 months on YouTube creating videos, making mistakes, gaining experience, figuring out what you enjoy doing and how your audience reacts to it. The more videos you make, the more shots you have at the target, and more crucially, the more data you have. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't go into YouTube not having a plan, but don't overthink anything. Get videos out there and see what happens on YouTube. My general recommendation is to make 25 videos in your first 6 months. That's once a week. 50 videos, brilliant. 100 videos, now that's some real passion. From all of this data, you can start to make data-driven decisions. And while this may seem so obvious, this is something creators so often overlook. On YouTube Analytics, we're viewing our watch time hours in advanced mode, increasing the time period to 90 days to get a good data set. Now let's look at the top 5 performing videos. These literally are the topics that generate the most watch hours for your channel. Now, I would be happy making follow-up content about any of these topics, but what I'm going to do now to help myself is add the average views duration metric. And now we can see not only what our audience likes to watch, but also what they are willing to watch for the longest period of time. And well, now here's a coincidence. A video we previously made about 4,000 hours watch time is one of our top performers. Can you see now while we're making this very video you are watching now?
This is the way.
Now, if you think this approach is too simple and stupid to work, well, we just adopted it in this video from a subscriber perspective, and it gained over 1,000 subscribers in less than a week. And we documented that story in this video. These are both well worth a watch to prove this tactic. Essentially, what we are encouraging you to do is make more content based on the content that has previously been successful on your channel. vidIQ's very own channel audit tool does a fantastic job of showing you the best performing videos for different categories such as views per hours, subscribers gained, and yes, total watch time hours. If you wanted to take a completely different approach to this, you could look at the search terms that drive the most traffic to your channel and make more content based on these topics. Now, this is a point at which creators get a little wary about making similar content to what they've already made before, because they feel as if they're going to alienate their existing audience. Well, there's two things to consider there. First of all, your existing audience probably found you for a particular thing, and they want to learn more about it from you as long as it's not exactly the same information. Secondly, and this is far more important, whenever you release a video on a topic, you're likely reaching this amount of the intended target audience, whereas you have this much potential in the same target audience. Remember, the more shots you have at the target, the more likely you are to hit the bullseye of the target audience. I mean, let's be honest here. This is not the first time vidIQ has talked about how to get 4,000 hours of watch time, and it certainly won't be the last. But we always find new ways to talk about the topic. Since it is so hard to get discovered on YouTube, the last thing you want to do is scare those new viewers away from your channel. Ultimately, you want them to become return viewers. Again, regular viewers here at vidIQ will be familiar with this metric. It shows you how often people return to your content and is a strong indicator of channel growth. Obviously, whenever you publish videos, viewers are going to return to your videos. But it's the significant climbs in the purple line that you should really be paying attention to. This is a strong indicator that you've perked the interest of your target audience again, so that you're not just getting one view per person, you're getting multiple views from the same person, and they will continue to pump more watch time into your channel. In this example, you can see that how when we made a video about getting 1,000 subscribers, it brought our audience back to our channel. So we made another video on the topic, and the audience came back yet again. Now, although we can't prove these return viewers are strictly subscribers, by the very fact they are returning to watch our content, they are behaving like subscribers. Many of you will know that I have a fairly low opinion of this metric on YouTube, but the one thing this will show you is just how more loyal subscribers are versus any other viewer on your channel. Subscribers, when they do watch your content, tend to be more invested in you as a creator and are more willing to spend more time watching your videos. The evidence here is clear. Subscribers watch for way longer. My argument is that return viewers are pretty much exactly the same type of people. They just haven't necessarily pressed that red button. I mean, it makes no sense whatsoever for a viewer to watch one of your videos and then return to another piece of content and watch for less time. They are invested, they are loyal, continue to serve your returning viewers. There is a common myth that the YouTube algorithm only starts to work for your channel after you've made a certain number of videos. Well, fortunately, that's simply not the case. In actuality, the YouTube recommendation system isn't working for the creator in the video. It's working for the viewer and their preferences. If you remain skeptical, well, YouTube explained how their recommendation system works very recently, and we've got a couple of videos on the topic over here. Don't just make 5 or 10 videos and expect YouTube to do its thing. Put simply, make more videos. I know that's a really simple thing to say, but the more videos you make, the more you learn about being a creator, the more often you remind YouTube that you have content that is available to serve to an audience, and the more you remind your existing audience that you have new content to watch. It is this consistency in all its forms, from creating content on a regular basis to consistently creating content for the same target audience that will lead to channel momentum. I have learned over the years as a content creator that I have a certain level of relentlessness. I am so passionate about this topic of YouTube education that I will put all of my heart, soul, and energy into a video as I'm making. Having said that, a few hours after I've pressed publish and I've read through the comments, I'm on to the next thing. How can I help my audience next? Now, that's not to say that I'm just making videos for videos' sake. Every couple of weeks, sometimes every couple of months, I'm going to go deep into my analytics and try to identify patterns and make data-driven decisions, as you've seen from these strategies in this video. What I never want to do is obsess over the success or indeed the failure of the latest video I've published on YouTube. When I do, it's paralyzing and crippling. I just can't move on to the next project on my channel. At the same time, I'm not going to pin all of my hopes on one or two videos that performed really well a few months ago, hoping that they're gonna pull me across the line of my next milestone. I mean, folks, we are getting close. We are getting really close to 1 million subscribers, but I ain't slowing down. I'm speeding up because I want to help you get there as well. You always want more, and I always want to make more. And over the first 12 months of your YouTube journey, after you've made 50, 100 videos, you should find that you're getting more views, you're getting more watch time, and almost before you know it, you'll race across that 4,000 hours watch time milestone. And for those of you wondering what the secret vidIQ code word is for this video, pretty obvious really, isn't it?